All right. Hello, everyone. And this is KM. We've been speaking in the Discord for a bit about me making a video regarding divergent thinking and why it plays a huge role in trading. It can be in crypto, it can be in Forex, it can be in stocks. But it plays a very, very big role in trading that many doesn't even know about. So yeah, basically, I'm going to start to explain to you guys why it plays a huge role, what we can do to to not master it but become better at it, and yeah, and hopefully just makes your trading better. Takes you to a different level of trading. As I said, the psychological part of trading is something that no one should look past. It plays a huge role in trading, and every successful trader, I want to say, yeah, successful trader has something in common, and that is how good they control their emotions and the psychological part of the trading world, right? So yeah, let's. So I read many articles about divergent thinking, and I read a couple studies. And one of the best studies I've read is a study I'm going to try to take as an example in this video. Um, so this study went. They asked a group of kids and teenagers and adults the same question, right? The question said, "What can you do with a pen?" Keep in mind, I don't remember precisely what object it was. It doesn't matter. I don't remember the exact age groups. That doesn't matter either. But what matters is are the numbers here, or what they represent. So, what can you do with a pen? They asked 20 kids in the age group of 5 this question, and basically they said you can do between 15 to 20 different things with a pen. The same question was asked to kids in the age group of 9. What can you do with a pen? And they replied, roughly between 10 to 15 different things you can do with a pen. Same thing was asked to another age group, and this time age group of 12. And as you can see, the number went down here as well, 7 to 10. 20. Then they asked 20 teenagers at the age group of, let's say, 15. That's when they noticed that this number went down significantly for the first time. It went to 3 to maybe 5 different things you can do with the pen. And then they asked adults, the age group of, let's say, 18 plus, right? And they replied 1, maybe 2 things. Do you see a pattern here? The pattern is at each age group, the older they are, less creative their mind gets, right? So the mind works in a mysterious way, right? In a mysterious way. But what these kids all have in common is that they all have gone to school, right? The educational system plays a huge role here, and we don't even know about it. It basically programs our mind on a subconscious level without us knowing. So basically, something it programs our brain to do without us noticing is that it makes us think that the person who speaks the most, the person who stands out the most, in this case a teacher, has all the answers. So it means the person who is the loudest is the person that we should listen to. Our brains thinks that just because they're speaking loud and they're talking a lot regarding a certain subject, that they know what they're talking about. So what do our brain do? Yeah, well, our brain starts to listen to that. It starts to take in that information, subconsciously. We don't even know about it, but it just starts to suck in all the information that that person is giving. And that is a very big, big thing in trading, because our older generational, traders, the ones who has been in the game for, way longer than we have, uh, in their time, source of information, if we just talk about, the internet, it was very simple. It was MySpace that later turned into Facebook, and from Facebook it went to, Facebook groups, which was still in Facebook. Uh, so when they thought, fuck, what do I, you know, what do I think about this? Let's say this pattern. What does it say? Well, they went into Facebook groups, asked other people. At that time, Facebook groups were very, very small. It was around 30 to 40 people. So their source of information came from primarily, from Facebook groups. Our generation has a bit harder. Our generation has, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, stock tweets, Reddit, Discord. Just a few of them. I'm sure there are more sources. So when we go into Facebook or Twitter or Snapchat or Reddit or whatever, our brain subconsciously looks for someone that knows what they're talking about. If we take Discord an example, we're all hanging out in Jason's wonderful Discord community. Our brain, when we enter a chat, our brain, on a certain level, subconsciously, starts to think that a certain person knows exactly what they're talking about. And that is the case. Many knows what they're talking about. But you need to know who actually knows what they're talking about and who just talks. If we look at the chat, we will see many individuals speaking frequently, and I'm one of them. I speak there almost all the time. Doesn't mean I know what I'm talking about. I'm learning, like you guys are. But when we enter a chat room and a certain person speaks often, our brain automatically starts to think that that person is good at what they're doing. That person knows what they're talking about. And that is wrong. That is wrong on so many levels. It's scary, because as a trader, there are certain things that you need to do. What you need to do is find your system that works for you. You need to cut all the noises. You need to trust in yourself and educate yourself. These are very important things. These are crucial things. Just because you're in a channel doesn't mean that you need to listen to a certain person because they speak a lot or they post a lot of TAs or whatever. You need to trust yourself. It's always, and I'm not saying that everyone who speaks a lot doesn't know what they're talking about. There are great traders. There are a lot of, we have in this Discord, we have a lot of experienced traders that have their own system, that have their own strategies, and it is wonderful to see. It is actually wonderful. I've been in this Discord since it had like 100 members, and now we're up almost at 1,000. Jason has truly built a wonderful community here. But something to pay attention to is that all the great traders we have, let's take crypto for a second as an example. Many of you guys, don't like his personality or whatever, but that guy has found a system that works for him. So he has found his system, and he doesn't listen to anybody else. He just listens to himself. He has cut all the noises. He drew the spider lines. When I remember the first time he started with spider lines, You know, everyone called it bullshit. That it doesn't mean anything. But he trusted in himself, and it worked. He cut out all the noises. And that is very important because these are the things every great trader has in common. They have their own system that they trust in. They don't have any background noise. They cut all the noises out. And they trust in themselves. They trust their own TAs. They trust their own system. That is so important that everyone needs to pay attention to. So when you're in a Discord like this, it is such a big opportunity to learn, to educate yourself. But it is so wrong if you keep asking people, what is your entry? What is your exit? Just don't shadow trade. Just learn. You know, there are certain people in this Discord that usually does the opposite of what I do. And when I'm going long, they go short. When I'm going short, they go long. And I ask myself, well, why does he or she think entering a long in this situation is a good idea or short? So I try to put myself in their seat, on their seat, in their seat, and just try to understand why they're doing that. And that way I educate myself. But I don't follow what they do. I still trust my system, but I want to learn why they think it's better to, let's say, long at 55.5k when I'm thinking about shorting at 55.5k. It is very important to understand different things, you know, and this is what divergent thinking is. This is something you all should pay attention to. Find your system that works for you. That is important. Cut all the noises out. Don't listen to fake gurus on the internet saying, this is the best entry, this is what it will do, it will moon, it will do this, it will do that. That's just bullshit. Charts are very simple. They're hard if you make it hard. It either goes up or it either goes down. So if a guru says, "Oh, we're going up," well, duh, it's either going up or down. It's a 50-50 guess, you know. And you need to be think about. You need to be critical about the information you're feeding yourself. Because if you're watching a YouTuber that says, "Yeah, we're going in 1 week." All right, wait, it's getting crowded here. Let me remove some shit. All right. In 1 week, we're about to hit 100k. Well, would a YouTuber have audience if he said Bitcoin is going to shit or going to zero? Think about that. If a YouTuber said that, would he get the same amount of views? Would he get the same amount of revenue? Would he get the same amount of subscription? What is it, subscription base? No, he wouldn't. That's why they just keep giving us this kind of stuff. And it's very important that you don't feed yourself bullshit information like this. Because this is your temple, this is your castle. You need to keep it safe. This, it's not your strategy that is winning you trades. It's this. Strategy plays a part, but it's not the key. Risk management is one of the most important keys. But then again, behind the curtains, it's this part. Your brain, your psychology. And so yeah, I'm not gonna make this video go on further. I am going to make a video on my 2 different strategies that I use on for scalping and swinging. A lot of you has asked for it, and I will also post my Discord channel in the description. Feel free to join. We have already some of the members from Jason's Discord over there, and I'm not making a Discord to bring over certain people from Jason's Discord. It's not about that. Jason's Discord is a huge community that does very certain things, and that will be the same thing as my Discord. We do certain things that Jason's doesn't, and it's not a race. It's about educating yourself. It's about getting better. We all want to be better traders. In the end, we all want the same thing. We all have the same goal, and why not educate ourselves? So as I said, I will make 2 more videos about my strategies, and I will make more videos about this psychology part of trading. It is very important, and as you may have heard, English is not my native language, so hopefully you guys understood me well either way. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon, and happy trading. Ciao.